Hello, my name is Trever Kelley, and today I'm going to be talking about two topics from our textbook that I can personally relate to in my life. The first topic I'm going to be talking about today is changing attitude through persuasion. Now, to give a brief definition of this topic, I would define it as the process of changing someone's way of thinking through some form of communication. Now, whenever we think about changing someone's way of thinking, we need to look at the way that they are processing the message. And within that, there are two groups. You have a spontaneous processing group, and then you have a thoughtful processing group. Now, we need to identify what group that we are going to be catering to. Whenever we are advertising towards a spontaneous processing group, we need to be very emotion-based, right? Maximizing on first impressions is very important. This includes having a nice haircut, being well-groomed, and then also dressing nice, right? But we can also look at the overall body language of the speaker, right? Within that, they need to be confident. That means having a good posture and then also having a strong, confident tone. Now, whenever we look towards a thoughtful processing audience, we need to cater more to the deeper messaging, right? This audience is going to look for the pros and cons of the message. So whenever we are advertising to this, we really want to make it seem like the benefits outweigh the costs. Now, these people also tend to tie the product that they are looking at to their personal beliefs, right? So if we're a doctor, right, you would want to advertise that your product that you're selling, let's say that you are advertising a new drug that hit the market. You would want to advertise that the pros, which are the benefits that the drug is going to give you, outweigh the cons, which will be the cost, right? So my personal reason for choosing this topic is because I want to become a chiropractor for my career. And in that, whenever I'm advertising to build my patient population, I will have to cater to both types of processing. And if I am successful enough, that will maximize my overall successfulness, right? And now one way that I would like to research this topic further is to see how effective being conscious of this persuasion techniques is. And how I will study that is through having two vendors at a mall. Now, these vendors are going to be selling the same product, which is going to be a lotion. And they're going to be selling this lotion primarily to women, but not exclusively. And now one vendor is going to be fully educated on these persuasion techniques. They're going to be able to cater to each type of audience, right? And the other vendor is going to have no knowledge of these persuasion techniques. They're going to be thrown into the fire, right? And then to analyze the results of this study, I will go up to each participant of each potential customer after they have been approached by the vendor, and I will ask them a survey. One question I was thinking of is, did you feel more compelled with the vendor to buy the product, right? But I'll also analyze the results, see which vendors sold more. And that is the first topic. Now, the second topic that I'm going to be talking about today is improving group decision-making. Now, to give a definition on decision-making, I would define that as the process of a group making a collective decision. Now, groups tend to be very easily thrown off track and lose sight of the overall goal. Sometimes they feel that they are more efficient than what they actually are. And in improving group decision-making, you really want to motivate, right? And then we can look at motivating on a group level, but first I'm going to start with motivating on an individual level. Within this, appealing to the individual's self-interest. So going within, let's say, a workplace, right? If you provide individual incentives for people, they will work individually harder, right? And if you have everyone working individually harder, it will improve the overall efficiency and group decision making of the group. So in that, we also have motivating the group. And in motivating the group, we can look at improving overall sales within the company. And having these goals is going to reduce the social loafing within the group. To give an example of social loafing, I'm sure everyone has been a part of a group project where maybe it's a group of 4 and you have 2 or 3 people working hard on the project and then one person just not working hard at all, expecting people to pick up their slack. So in having these overall group incentives and rewards, it will entice people to work harder and reduce social loafing. Now, to go into my reasons of choosing this topic, I have been a part of the lacrosse team at Hardin Valley Academy. And in that, we have been through many ups and downs through just overall group decision making. I can point to a high diversity and competitiveness within people, but also just the lack of direction has made an impact, right? When I first started, we are not very successful, but as we've gone along, and now I'm in my senior year of high school, we have been a lot more successful. And in learning about, improving group decision making, I feel like I can make an impact on becoming even more successful than what we've already grown to. And now, to research further on this subject, I would like to go into a workplace. Now, this is going to be specifically a food place. So in this, I'm going to have 3 groups of employees. One group is going to have no goals and no rewards, right? They're going to be working. I'm going to just take the results, right? The overall sales. The second group is going to have rewards, but that's going to be set from outside the employees, right? And they'll have rewards. Third group is going to be set through the employees, and it's going to have rewards from outside, from the higher ups of the establishment. And in that, I would like to see how efficient people are in getting closer to that goal, the overall sales of the company, and then the personal satisfaction of each individual within the study. So that is it. Thank you for listening to me, and it's been a pleasure having you as a teacher.